Hello, here we are with an unboxing and hands-on with the Sony Xperia M4 Aqua, the latest in the Aqua series of devices from Sony. As the name implies, this is an IP rated handset, so it can get wet. Now we have a fully boxed demo unit here. So white in colour, it's also known as the E2303. It's a 2G, 3G and 4G enabled handset. If we flip round to the back here, we get an idea of the other colour options that are available. We'll have black and white here at Clove. So Wi-Fi, 2 days battery life, NFC, Android as you'd expect from Sony, Exmor RS for mobile sensor, Clear Audio Plus. We've got a 64-bit octa-core processor, 13 megapixel rear camera, 5 megapixel front-facing camera, 5-inch touchscreen, HD and the IP rating. So that's a rundown of some of the key specs, but what you're probably interested in is what you get in the box. So if we start by unpackaging it, we have a standard Sony USB to micro USB cable for charging the phone and connecting it to a computer. We have here the phone itself, which we'll come back to in just a moment. We then have some documentation. So just a quick startup guide, nothing too elaborate in there. And then lastly, tucked right at the bottom of the box is a 3-pin UK mains adapter with a USB port on there, so you connect the provided USB cable and that will charge it. You'll notice there's no actual headphones in the box. That's not provided. That's to keep the cost down and also be environmentally friendly, as a lot of people do use their own headphones with the device anyway, so they're often redundant. So I'm sorry if you were looking for headphones, but they're not included. So here is the M4 Aqua. Quite a large device, and that's because it's got a 5-inch screen with a 1280 by 720 resolution, so not bad at all. Under the hood here, as I mentioned, we've got a octa-core processor that's made up of a quad-core rated at 1.5 gigahertz and another at 1 gigahertz. It's running Android version 5 Lollipop. So you've got the very latest version of Android on there for you to use. So you can connect up to all the Google services. If we drop into the apps tray, you'll see here we've got all of the Google services from Maps to Chrome to the Play Store to Google+, but we do have some of the Sony customizations included on here as well. So we've got their TV application, got a file commander, got Xperia Lounge, we've got a movie creator. Then we've got Smart Connect, which is a piece of software that if you connect a set of headphones or a charger, you can have the phone automatically do something. We've got an FM radio, we've got their Track ID service, we've got Vine pre-installed, we've got AVG antivirus protection on there, as well as Office Suite as well. We then have some of Sony's suite of apps, the music, the albums, the movie, and PlayStation. And then a number of tools, be it a calculator, backup and restore, barcode reader, and more. And you can see how Sony have customized over stock Android with the ability to customize the order of the applications that we see here. The home screens are fairly sort of standard, where you can customize them with different widgets and apps, wallpapers, themes, and you have a variety of settings, whether you've got auto rotation switched on. Flick up to the notification bar at the top and you've got quick access to many of your settings, and then you can drop through into the full settings menu where you've got your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, various connectivity options. You've got the personalization. One method of sort of navigation on the phone, if you like, is Simple Home, which puts nice big clear icons on the display. Now it's not for everyone, but I think this is really quite good if this is a first smartphone for someone who might be hard of sight or hard of mobility in their fingers and they need big icons. This is a really useful option in my personal opinion, and it's just a nice touch that Sony sort of include in there as standard. So you've got various display settings in here, from screen rotation to adapting the brightness level. You've also got a glove mode, so you can use this with a set of gloves, and you can change the font size there as well. Storage, So out of the box you get 8 gig of internal storage. Available to you, unfortunately, isn't all that much. 2.82 gig. You can see here the Android system's taking up 4.03 gigabytes of internal storage, which is quite a bit, but you do have a micro SD card slot on this device, which we'll come back to in a moment. And sorry, further in the settings here, because this is Android 5, you can add different users to it. So you can have one for you, one for your husband, your wife, your kids. All your different security options. You can add various accounts, be it a Google account through to a Microsoft Exchange account, Twitter. You can all be logged on very simply through this device within a few minutes, and it's got 4G connectivity, so you should be whizzing along. So there's the sort of large touchscreen display as you've seen. The buttons are all touch sensitive, no physical hardware buttons. You've got the front facing sort of speakers here. You've got the front-facing camera at 5 megapixel along with the sensors. On the right side of the device, you've got what I think is the micro SIM card slot. If I can get my finger in there. There you go. So that's where you put your SIM card in. You've got the power button. You've got the volume keys and your dedicated camera key. It's a silver bezel on here with raised buttons. On the bottom even, you've got a microphone, and that actually could be the speaker. I might have got that wrong there. Sorry, that might have been the just a grill for sort of styling and ventilation. Then on the other side, you've got the micro SD memory card slot under a cover, and then a micro USB port for charging it. That's on the side, not on the bottom. And then you've got a 3.5mm headphone jack on the top, and another microphone. Flip over to the back. We've got this sort of gloss white finish on this particular model. You've got the NFC area because that has NFC built in. You've got the rear camera, which is rated at 13 megapixel with autofocus and LED flash. Now we'll be covering that off in our full review. You'll get HD video recording from that. Built in is the battery. It's not user removable. It's a 2,400 milliamp hour battery, and that should get you up to sort of 13 hours or so of cool time on it. So it's pretty good. The whole device weighs in at 140 grams, 7.3 millimeters thick, 24-month warranty from Sony on it, and of course it's IP rated, so it can be immersed in fresh water as well. So don't worry about the headphone jack or the micro USB port. They are coated, so if they get wet they will work just fine. Don't worry about that at all. Nice to see you can move the home screen in landscape mode, which a lot of us like to do. So that's a quick unboxing and hands-on with the Sony Xperia M4 Active. Be sure to check back on blog.clove.co.uk and youtube.com/Clove Technology for a full review very soon. Thanks for watching.